chairman. And I was like, when did he come around politics?
La vestation brought me to politics.
What does that mean?
If you know where your country needs to be, Julius, and it's not at that level, and as a citizen, and you watch things not going the way you thought it should go, I mean, there's no better way than to just jump into it. And the other part of me that a lot of people didn't know was that while I was doing all of that, motivational speaking, education, I was in school. I did my master's in international relations at UL, and then I went to the UK, where I also did international development, education, international politics. So those were my secret preparation that were done, not in a public glare, but because I knew this day was going to come. I knew this time was going to come. So I'm happy. I'm still a reverend. I've still not stopped preaching. I still not denied my life. But I'll
vested in politics as well, especially at the highest level, being the head, the chairman of one of the most very difficult political parties in terms of how it operates, in terms of how it goes, the different groupings, the different interests, and everything else that comes with politics. How are you able to manage all of those things? Sometimes people say you have to play dirty and everything else.
I don't think so. It depends, Julius, on why you are into politics. I'm here to help my country. The reverend part of me keep my moral character in check, which I'm grateful that it happened before I came to politics. Where every day I have to remind myself that despite of my role in the country, I'm an ordained minister of the gospel, and I need to make sure that the things that I do reflect the character of what I represent in the religious circle. And that helped me. It helped me to make decisions, moral versus immoral. It's very easy to know where I should be because of my faith and what I've done in that public space. I mean that religious space. I've been able to navigate quite not easily, but wisely, I would say. Because when I took over the party, when I won the elections, a lot of people never. I was doubted. And I love to be doubted. I love for people to tell me you're not able. I like challenges. And I'm glad that not only me, but the theme of leadership of the party and how we've been able to navigate through difficult waters as opposition, which has been very difficult in Africa. Despite of all the difficult times of personal loss, we've been able to deliver the victory that the Liberian people can now smile about. So it's difficult, but it depends on your ability as a leader to navigate through these paths of leadership. And being in a church where you serve people, all kinds of people are also in the church. Don't forget, you got all kinds of people in the church as well. Equally so, in the political space, you also have all kinds of people, and you have to find a way to learn to deal with all of that. And that's what we've been able to do to get to where we are today.
Good. Let's come to December 6th. What is happening? Where is it happening? And why is it happening?
Thank you, Julius, and thank you so much for inviting me on this platform to talk about December 6th. During my press conference, I was very clear. When you look at the multi-party democracies of Liberia since the end of military rule, when President Doe enacted into law the need for parties to start moving on in political space, From that moment, the Unity Party, founded by Dr. Kessley and his friends, the Liberian people have been good to the Unity Party in very numerous and very great ways, to be honest with you. And I said that we are the only party from history where you are always a researcher. I always love to listen to you because you all research. Go and look at the political history of Liberia. Tory Party ruled the country for 133 years. They never came back. NDP ruled the country for nearly 10 years. They never came back. And then we slaved into civil war for several years. And then after that, elections, 1997, President Taylor, nearly 6 years, he left. MPP never came back. Well, for now, I don't know. And then the United Party took over. 12 years. And we slipped into opposition, defeated by the CDC. And we regovernized ourselves, put ourselves back together, and we came back. So you look at it clearly, it's the only United Party in the history of Liberian politics that have left power and came right back. This, in my opinion, shows that the Liberian people love the Unity Party. They are nice to the Unity Party. They feel they feel safe with the Unity Party government. And for that reason, as a party, we just need to look beyond the 6-year mandate given to President Boakai and build the party for generations to come. And on that basis, we say that this December 6th is going to be what we call our plan is to have it in the headquarters we intend to pay for before December 6th.
You mean your former agent?
Yes, of course. Of course, we're going to get there.
Yeah, I've been hearing that you've been talking back and forth.
Oh, yes. Yes, we will.
I think it is about price issue now, isn't it?
Well, we're almost there, Julius. We'll be there very soon. And we'll come here back to your studio and announce. But I think all of the necessary steps as a party we need to take, we're doing that. And that's why you see the whole December 6th celebration is a euphoria. People are celebrating. People from all over the world who knows what the Unity Party is doing, what President Boakai is doing to the Liberian nation at this point, with the trust given to us, the mandate given to us. We're going to shake the whole country.
Yeah. Others say, and this is the unsaid part of what you haven't said, which is that, yeah, you also want to show strength that when the opposition CDC can do this, that you still have the confidence of the people. You also want to put numbers in the streets. You also want to prove that you are still in control of this town. And now you're going to build headquarters as well, because CDC is talking about building their own headquarters. So you almost like two sides of the same coin. Well,
let me tell you, this plan has been in place since the beginning of this year. Whether we're learning from CDC, absolutely not. We got nothing now, absolutely not. We are not. These are political plans that were in place before this misfortune happened to CDC, where they were forcefully ejected from their party headquarters. We had our own plan. We are a political institution.
They blame your government for that, though.
Well, you all will have to blame somebody, okay? You will have to blame. CDC will not take blame for their own, lackadaisical attitude as a political institution. They could have done what they're supposed to do. So Unity Party is, for as far as it is concerned, anything that happened to them that's not good, Unity Party is responsible for that. We're not going to go into that debate. I'm here to tell the Liberian people that December 6th is going to be a green day. We want to paint the whole country green. A clear indication that the Unity Party is ready to move this political institution for years to come, for generations to come. We're laying the platform, a political vibrancy for many, many years to come, by acquiring not only our national headquarters, but all around the country, all the 15 counties will have. Well, maybe they stole it from us, but we don't. Maybe they stole it from us. Look, I don't, Julius, quite frankly, I respect CDC, but I don't follow whatever they release. I don't follow that. They are not, I respect them. I really do respect CDC, but what they are saying that we stole from the unit, we got the best brains in this nation. The best intellectual juggernauts of this nation are in the Unity Party. So why are we going to steal from CDC? Or we're going to steal from there of how they can evade you from your headquarters by someone when you don't meet the requisite decisions you're supposed to take. You didn't take that. We can follow them with that. We know as a party that the Unity Party is a party loved by the Liberian people. They have seen how we served this country under Madam Sally for 12 years when our president then was vice president, and now with President Boakai, with all of the colossal development that have been going on. You think we're going to be sitting down there and not strengthen this?
We will come to that now. In terms of the headquarters issues, every chair from 1985 of the president, that's 40 years. Why haven't you, with all this love that you spoke about, that like very why haven't you been able to have your own headquarters built until now?
Everything get time, Julius. You have said that, yeah. Certain time you can say, I'll build my house at this particular time. This is the time. Everything has time. This is the moment. We have seen what the Liberian people have done for Unity Party. Look, Julius, when we were in opposition, that's where I saw Liberians really love this party. We never had enough resources. The people were the one that brought us to where we are today. We appreciate what they did. People would just, from their own little paycheck, buy t-shirts, do a lot for the party. They've shown us love. We cannot come to trivialize what the Liberian people have done to bring Unity Party to where we are today. If it were based on money and budget, CDC would have won this election. You know that. How much money we had? We practically never had enough. But from the goodwill of Liberians and partisans across the globe who love the Unity Party, they give their everything. You saw what happened September 17th. T-shirts were printed by Liberians. And so at this time, we want to reciprocate that love and say, for what you've done as leaders, we want to build this foundation, this institutional foundation upon which you can
you're also still raising money all across the country in your different counties.
What's wrong with that, Julius? How do we run the party? Party is not run by stealing. Party is run by people who love the institution and gave towards it. And so right now, as I'm talking to you in the different counties, people are giving land to the Unity Party. No one is coercing them. No one is putting a bar over their head to break it. They are saying we love what President Boakai is doing, and we want to see more of Unity Party government in the future. And they're giving lands. They're giving money. They're giving resources. People are printing t-shirts. It's going to be a great day, and heaven will be smiling. If we're going to write, inscribe Unity Party name on the political ledger of Liberia for many years to come.
You seem very upbeat.
I am very upbeat because I know what's going on. Julius, you are a social media person, as a top journalist in this country. You see what's going on there. Young people printing their own t-shirts, doing a lot. They want to appreciate President Boakai for what he's doing. And the Unity Party, how we became resilient, how we be able to turn that seemingly weak political institution into a viable institution to compete and regain state power after 6 years. Don't you think it's something that we too need to celebrate as well?
Given the fact that you want to build your own HQ when you're in power, allegations of corruption and government funding going towards it are certainly going to come up. How do you deal with that?
Being power and cheap propaganda of corruption here and there, it will all be part of it. Our duty is to make sure that the things that they say are not true. Look, Julius, honor President Boakai. Nobody's going to steal money to build policy headquarters. It will never happen. Even as a national chairman, we will never steal money. Liberia have had enough thief. We did not win this election to come and join the parade of thieves. We will never do that. We're going to raise our own money. People are bringing their own money. People are giving their salary. People are giving. They are mobilizing their businesses and giving. They're pledging money. They're bringing money to make sure that the Unity Party remains viable for years to come. So the allegations is going to be there. It's going to come from our men on the other side. You're stealing money. You take government money. Honor President Boakai, you take a fast, it will never happen. He's a man of impeccable character. And all of the people who work with him understand that we are not here to steal. We are here to build Liberia. So we never steal government money to build party headquarters.
Now, you've been talking about a lot about what has been achieved, what has been done. Other political leaders have said nothing significantly has changed. A whole lot of problems still persist. It is almost like a continuation of the past and all those kinds of things. So what are you talking about when you say in less than 2 years a lot has been achieved?
Julius, even the blind understand what has been achieved in the past less than 2 years. The image of Liberia has been restored in terms of integrity, mature leadership. I'm just coming from Nairobi, where members of the AU political parties were there. And I know the commendation that I've received on behalf of my president for the mature leadership that have been demonstrated in this past less than 2 years. I'm from the Southeast. Julius, you're from the Southeast. You know how it used to be just a few years ago. You used to go through Ivory Coast to access even your county, Maryland. Right now, you can leave from Monrovia and go to the Southeast and reach the same day. What is it difficult to understand? The problem that I see here is that we seem not to understand how to separate patriotic gesture from political noise. The cacophony of noise, political noise that just meaningless. When people are doing something, say it. Look, let me tell you, Julius, one of my proud moments on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political noise. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Boakai fought hard to get our visa, I go to the embassy every year to renew visa. He fought hard. Now we got 3 years. People don't see what he's doing. The roads were impossible in the Southeast. Now we are on good roads. I mean, pliable roads to the Southeast. Yet people can't say it. We have to distinguish between patriotism, where when people do things, you praise them, not because you are afraid of them, but at least patriotically. I'm saying I'm the chairman of the ruling party, the party that defeated CDC, but I'm praising President Weah for being able to concede at the time he did. Why can't people praise President Boakai for the good things he has done, and they only see negative? We have to stop that kind of cheap politics in this country. It's not helpful. Other people in the other parts of the world, they see what we do. But every time the Liberians...
Honestly, when you were in opposition, your party never saw anything.
It's not true. But who putting finger in my mouth to praise we are for conceding?
Yeah, because
who putting finger in my mouth, Julius? Nobody's putting... No, my man, nobody putting finger in my mouth. I have the power, but but I have the power. I could look. I have always said it. President was a decent Liberian. He's a good man. But in politics, we defeated him, and what he did, I know what he did by conceding was good, and I praise him for it. When President Boakai do certain things, let the CDC not always find, oh, you're doing it because of this. This not helping our politics. When people do good things, praise them. You know, one of the things that our old mother then taught us, Eversince Julius, is that when people do something, thank them. Stop finding fault with them. These are part of our upbringing. But when people start finding fault with the president, with all that he did, glaring, those of them who are saying, oh, this is Sarah Blasso, who brought in Madam Beslow to be the foreign minister, the president brought. And in diplomacy, the president is the chief diplomat of every country. So if he doesn't even approve it, it will not even happen. Why can't people have that courage, that audacity to say, you know what, thank you, Mr. President, even though I'm not in your party, but thank you for doing it for this country. What's wrong with that?
Okay, now earlier you spoke about the tough decisions against people who may do wrong and all those kinds of things. There are times when we get these hints that certain people, that the president may take certain actions and all of that, but also there are people who can be begging everything. Can you be part of those who can be begging? Because there were certain decisions that we thought were going to happen quite recently, and it has just gone down like that.
Like what, Julius? You are journalists. You know what you're talking about.
There's certain people that could be either taken from government or and those kinds of things. Are you part of those that can be begging for some people?
I've never begged for anybody with President Boakai. I always say to him, anyone who does the right thing should continue. Anyone who tries to defraud the country should be fired. I'm on record for that. I always say that. And I will continue. I will not beg for people who steal. I will not beg for people who will want Liberian name to be tarnished. We have dealt with a lot of corruption. We have dealt with a lot of ineptness in government. Anyone who's not doing well, the president should remove the person. I still stand on that. And I'm not going to beg for anyone who's not doing well for the country.
Now, you were talking about issues of corruption. A recent State Department report released in September on doing business climate in Liberia spoke strongly about corruption still being in government. In terms of, let me just read what the quote is. I want to go there quickly to read what the quote says about when concessionaires go to ministries and agencies, people are still requiring money for bribes and all those kinds of things still taking place.
I wish the report would even name those areas that are still requesting for money. Look, the weight of improving the people's lives through job and employment is on the government. And so if companies are coming to the country and there are people in their offices demanding bribe in order to bring a company, I wish their names will be published so that we can shame them. We can publicly shame those institutions, take decision, tell the president, fire this person. He's not in favor of Liberia's progress. But if it's like, if it's generic and dressed in a general connotation, then it's difficult to know which agency is requesting bribe, which agency is not. I wish even when the American State Department, bring out those kinds of report, I wish they will even have, a paper that says, okay, we experience this in this, we experience. Then we can take action in those kinds of
things. You should be asking them because this one on corruption, it says, Liberia has laws to combat corruption, bribery, and economic sabotage of public officials, but the government does not implement the laws effectively or apply them in a non-discriminatory manner. Generally, these laws do not extend to family members of officials or to their political parties, except in cases where these auxiliaries benefit from the proceeds of corruption. The government does require private companies to establish internal codes of conduct that prohibit bribery of public officials. Liberia suffers from corruption in both the public and private sectors, which is widely viewed as the primary reason Liberia's democracy and economy is not strengthened. Why few investors come to Liberia, why jobs are not being created, and why instability is a risk. Private companies do not have generally agreed and structured internal controls, ethics, or compliance programs to detect and prevent bribery of public officials. There are laws and regulations such as the public procurement, blah, 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 blah. Foreign investors, including U.S. firms, have identified corruption as an obstacle to foreign investment in Liberia. They report that corruption is most pervasive in government procurement, contract and concession awards, customs and taxation systems, regulatory systems, performance requirements, and government payment systems. Multinational firms often report paying fees not stipulated in investment agreements. Anecdotal reports indicate that foreign investors face instances of extortion and bribery by government officials at all levels. Quite strong. And so, given this, as the government, you should be able to know where these areas are.
Oh, well, thank you, Julius, for reading that. I will have a meeting with some of the officials, and I will make that request. If they could kindly share with us areas that they have seen corruption being at this level. Then we can take it from there. You know, they have a way of finding, researching all these different entities and identifying loopholes where these corrupt acts are being practiced. And once that happens, I can assure you, as the chairman of the party, we will take it to the national executive meeting. You know, the party is never afraid to take decisions when we need to take decisions. You saw what happened about when at the NEC meeting where some of our members were not coming for. Yeah, we took a decision. So if we are able to do that to our own friends and comrades, what about those who want to tarnish the name of the Unity Party government? We will take a decision. And so I'm going to request that once they see these things, let them, okay, the ministry of this, ministry of that, this area, then we can go on from there. But, you know, we don't have that sophistication to read between the lines and see what is happening. But I can assure you, once it's something the United Party's government have identified agencies and ministries that are involved in these kind of corrupt action, we will take action.
Now, talking about your own officials, some were suspended and asked to pay 1,000. Some of them were reinstated after paying. What is the case of the others that haven't paid yet?
They are still suspended.
Is the fine going to add up?
We give them some time to hopefully to solve that problem before December 6th. If not, the NEC will meet again and take another decision regarding that.
But there is a critical issue here with the code of conduct. The ombudsman, you and others have been named as performing dual roles. You party official, you government official, and all of that. And the ombudsman has been pushing for you to take one. Some of you are still holding on to both. Why you can leave one and give other people a chance?
Well, let me say this, Julius. You can't cook food and not taste it. That's number one. You ought to cook food, you can't taste it.
What does that mean?
Okay. Secondly, the ombudsman had taken us to court. They have. They were the one that dragged us into the jurisdiction, into the judiciary for an opinion. An opinion was given to them. It was very clear. Look, unless you identify area that these officials have violated the Liberian Constitution in terms of water corruption or leaving their job and doing part, then do it. But they haven't come up with any of those. They're just saying, oh, you know, Luther Tarpeh, the party chairman, he should not take position in his own government. You ought to cook food, you eat some. Julius, you cook food, you can't eat some. No, but you ought to cook food, you can't eat some.
You could eat some of the food still as party chairman.
But you can't, but I mean, so tomorrow, if anything happened to the government, who they will hold? And they will say, like Luther Tarpeh, like Amos Tue, like Colonial Kra, like Mo Ali, like Daba Fabla, who need what we calling? We cook the food yourself, when I eat some? What kind of thing is that?
But I don't know what's happening, man.
It's on.
Sorry, folks. We had a temporary off in the studio here. I don't know where that came from. Yeah. So yeah, we're talking about the food business.
But Julius,
you can be the party chairman.
I'm still the chairman. So you mean I cannot? So my whole government that we brought to power, you mean we cannot be on the table to make a decision for the country, as educated as we are, as experienced as we are? Why does the code of conduct say, let's get to the root cause. Let's get to the root meaning. Why was the code of conduct there in the first place? It was there to prevent public officials who had whatever ambition, not to use government resources, government logistical support to fund in their political ambition. But here we are, won this election, fought with sweat and blood, and we got this government to where it is today to serve the Liberian people. And then men come and say, we will not participate. I will not qualify, I will not Liberian. But the Supreme Court told him, bring us, gave us something that showed that these people are violent. He can't produce it. So you want me to, so all my degree I shouldn't serve my nation because I'm a party leader?
No, but you could serve your nation and then leave the party job, give it to someone else. That's all?
No, not so, Julius.
Why not?
I said it to you. We cook the food, we eat some. Oh, what's wrong with that? I will serve my people. If I am guilty of any corruption in any agency I find myself, the president should take a decision. But because I'm party chairman, I should not be on the decision table. Are you kidding me? Even in America, great places where people run, they are serving in the government. What kind of thing is that? Let's go to the root of this whole thing. It was to prevent public officials from using government logistics. I don't have a government car. I have my cars done before I even won elections. I'm not using no government thing to do my party work. If I had to go to the port and chair the board meeting, I have to. I stop my work and I go and do it as of when I am needed. Do I stop because I'm a party chair? Does Emotwe stop being the Secretary General and providing leadership? See what he's doing. See the decisions he's taking at the LPRC. See morally. See where all of our people, party leaders, the job they are doing, the great work they are doing. You mean this brain should be wasted all because we are party leaders? Let's stop this, man.
Take the government job and leave the party?
No, I mean, let prevail in the Constitution. Don't stop me from serving my country. Well, if the Supreme Court can tell a man, Julia, if the Supreme Court can tell a man, where have you found these people guilty? He can't prove it. You think the Supreme Court will be on our side if we were proceeding wrongly? No. Let the guy stop this thing.
Okay, now, we have to go to the line shop, but before we can do that, going forward, in terms of December 6th, what is the timeline for achieving the projects you want to embark upon as a political institution?
Julius, as I'm talking to you, even right now, as the chairman, I'm chairing the fundraising activity for my county, Eversince. Senator Moe is chairing the Bon County fundraising initiative. And so many other party stalwarts are giving everything. Look, December 6th is the climax. The process of acquiring party property is already on the way. Lands have been purchased in the counties. It's an operation against rent payment. No more rent payment after December 6th. We're going to build our own party headquarters in all the 15 counties. We're going to bring our own money. The Liberians in those counties who are Unity Party partisans or sympathizers abroad are coming, are sending their $100, are sending their $50. The ordinary person is taking, out of the $150, he's taking $25. And every day, on that day, Julius, when you come there, you're going to see me even carrying a whole basket. Every partisan who's going to stand on that line will drop nothing less than $1,000 Liberian dollars. Even the ordinary woman that's selling pepper, who love Unity Party, will support. We will support our political institution because Unity Party is doing very well in governance. It's our strength, our area. We can govern. We can bring all kinds of development to Liberia, and that's what President Boakai is doing. Even beyond President Boakai, United Party will continue to develop this country, and that's why we need to strengthen and consolidate.
Everything that you are doing very
well. Of course, we are doing very well. We are doing very well, Julius. We're doing very well.
777-995-995-995. We have with us, for the first time since he became chairman, in studio, because we spoke on the phone before, UP chairman, Luther Tarpeh. What does it just stand for?
Jabo.
Jabo. That's a dollar name.
Dollar name, a chief.
So it's a chief Luther Tarpeh.
No, not.
Let's take some of your calls right now. Welcome. Let's hear you. Yes, go ahead. Mm. But I thought it was clear. I thought they did some investigations and they.
Wow.
Okay, so
Jesus.
one of the reasons I didn't ask about it because I know there was a process and the party came up with the statement and I absolved him. Okay. Okay, thanks so kindly. He will respond to that. Let's go international. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Wow.
Allegedly. Joseph Boakai ever begged or here for money to go to the hospital? Okay. Okay, thanks so kindly. Let's take orders. Hey, Julius, a UP didn't copy for anyone, and she was the first political party that decided to build her own headquarters far back from her convention in 2022, where the party decided to build her own HQ. Moivi Suni from Sweden. Julius, lots have changed, but it depends on who you speak with. Those who are saying nothing is happening are using the third eye, which is very difficult to be objective. Below are the things that are happening positively. One, massive road construction across the country. Two, stable gasoline supplies on the market. Three, the availability of our staple price. Four, the removal from the office of alleged corrupt government officials. Five, the renewed relationship with the United States government led to the 3-year visa benefit. Six, the supplies of armchairs, various government schools under the one student, one armchair policy, etc. Daniel Tente of Tinkoff Village sent in that one. Let's go back to the phone lines on this end. Welcome, let's hear you. Hello? Hello? Let me see what's happening. Hello? Yes, go ahead, let's hear you. Very happy to hear from our chairman this evening on Luther Tarpeh. But why you gotta call your name twice? You want for the man to remember your name? But you call it twice. Oh, okay, what I'm saying, so you call it twice so you can know that you there. Okay. Okay, thanks so kindly. Let's take Noah Gibson, the MTM man. Noah, welcome.
Thank you, Julius. And I go basically to address the efforts of our chairman, but I just feel things I like to correct, the report.
Which one?
On the State Department report, on the business climate in Liberia. Okay, so Julius, I heard you pointed out the point where the State Department was like cautioning us concerning people who allegedly asked for bribery and other stuff from the companies trying to come in the country. Yeah, for that, it's a big call. I don't think so many things like that. But the king in that same people, Junior, the president, one day, they allow good things in that
Noah.
Yes.
It's a very long report. The chairman spoke about combating corruption. So it was on the point of corruption as that question. So wait now, Noah. The man already said you fighting for corruption. Why is one answering the part of the report that says effort has been made in corruption? If someone comes on the other end onto tomorrow and say the government not doing anything about corruption because of this State Department report, then I will go to the portion and say the government doing this. That's how journalism works.
So I agree with you, listener. I agree with you somehow. But yes, my point, Junior. My point is, where you want to focus on that part there, the government was talked about to look into those.
But no, I have journalism looking, man.
Listen here, man. I'm not problem with you. You're not getting my point. People who are listening, we only want to run with that negative part, but they also have to be told that there are a lot of
So it was his place now to talk about that, and you don't call to talk about it. Okay. 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 Okay, thanks so kindly. Let's go to the public lines. Welcome. Let's hear you. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, thanks so kind. So I got global chairman too. What the global they coming from? I don't see where the CDC can say global chairman. You can't pay for the people. Eh? Okay. Hello, go ahead. Let's hear you. Hello, international. The network is affecting that. I don't know who's on this end. I see nothing wrong with the construction of party HQ. I hope all the parties in this country can build their own HQ and stop renting regardless of who started the quest. Zach Bembo sends in that one. Welcome, let's hear you. Yes, go ahead quickly.
I pick you up. The pity.
Okay. Thanks so kindly. The final one from overseas. We gotta go back to him to respond. Welcome. Let's hear you. Yes, go ahead. Uh-huh.
Because he's a man of God and preach the gospel. Where in the Bible, the apostles, they were part of a political party and they were party leader. And the Bible said you cannot serve no pastors. Now he's sitting in the studio saying that nobody can steal or honor Joseph Boakai. And everything Joseph Boakai.
There's this other international call knocking you off. But thanks. Okay. Okay, thanks so kindly. Let's go back to him now to wrap up. Come back to you, sir.
Julius, thank you. Thank you very much. Look, I'm a man of integrity. People who know me know Luther Tarpeh. They know he's not a thief. I've never been involved in any kind of scandal. I have handled a lot of money for different organizations, and I'm a man of impeccable character. Look, I would never allow this sedition to throw this mud on me. That inauguration thing, Julius, remember that it was someone who made a call to you, and you placed a call to me. I was in Habel when friend Doloqui called you and said, "Oh, the inauguration money did not reach some places and people were not celebrating," and you placed a call to me, Julius. Ever since then, the CDcians, I've been vexed with the Luther Tarpeh for defeating them, because I told CDcians that as long as I'm chairman, you can win us. You will not win us. I don't care. We led the campaign and Joseph Boakai became president. So anything they can find to throw on Luther Tarpeh, they will throw on him. Julius, I will say to the Liberian people, that inauguration money, I did not take a penny. I have not, for once, I did not sign up for that money. The money was picked up by the treasurer of the party, Mr. Ford. Mr. Ford took the money to the party headquarters. The party leaders from all the 15 counties went to the party headquarters, signed for that money, and went straight to their districts to do that. The only role that I played was that the county capital where the campaigns were being birthed, the campaigns were being launched into the county, was left out in the metrics. And I told them, I said, okay, since it's like that, take 1,000 and do a party for. How can you go to Buchanan and say Buchanan should not do a party? How do you succeed to Sasol City, where the campaign materials were coming, the people should not even celebrate too? And I gave them the mandate, and they used that money in the bought rights for the people. Then the CDcians say, Luther Tarpeh asked them to get that money. Nobody said it, but they kept running with it. But I'm not here to answer. We will defeat them again anytime, and Luther Tarpeh, as long as I'm here, we will defeat them and again and again and again, because we are just good in governance. They are good in opposition. That's where they belong. Yes, we are good. You see the best of CDC when they are in opposition. In governance, you don't see the best. We will defeat them again anytime, because we have. You ask the United Party chairman?
Yeah.
You ask me?
Yeah.
If they go there,
I'm saying so
good to be in your area. Instead of being in your area, they go in opposition. When you see the best of CDC when they are in opposition, we are good in governance, and we will govern the country. I will not let nobody throw mud on me. Look, if this thing was true, I will not even be chairman right now. The report was done. The entire report was done. And Luther Tarpeh did not even go near 5 blue cents of this inauguration money. Yes, CDcians run with it. Luther Tarpeh stole money. Luther Tarpeh, you know how much money I earned? You know how much money I earned before I came to politics? I'm not an additional thief, but we will beat them again anytime we meet them. I'm telling you, we will do that. And I don't want to let nobody put that scandal on my name. Someone who say apostle, let me tell you, people are so, I'm sorry to say, but people are ignorant. People, I'm telling you, when you say, because I'm a pastor, I'm a reverend, but I got 3 master's degree and a PhD. What am I gonna do with that PhD? International development. I'm gonna go do and lay down on my cap. What with the master's degree I got from Liverpool University International Management? What will I do with it? I'm gonna manage my country. I should come with my skills to make Liberia. We will make your vet. We will be your anytime we meet you again. I'm telling you. And Liberia, get ready. December 6th, we will make Liberia better and green. Thank you.